Hello everybody and welcome back to our Let's Play of Nobunaga's Ambition as the Oda clan. So we are absolutely flush with the success of our latest conquest. It was a bloodless exchange between us and the Nagashima clan. They opted not to fight us and basically just stayed in their fort and let us take them over. So hooray for us. But there are still those red troop units lurking about. Not too sure if it doesn't seem like we're at war with them, but it's not really a situation where it appears that you really have to, like, say, declare war. I mean, we didn't declare war. We just basically rolled up on their base and started assaulting them. So, that's an interesting wrinkle. We're just going to have to see exactly what they're going to do with those troops. When we moved back to our base, they, in turn, shifted their troops around. So, I'm curious as to what they're going to do. Okay, so let's continue on here. Whoop. I had my cursor in the wrong place. Okay, so we broke even, kind of, sorta. Oh my gosh, is that port? Is that money from that port? Because if so, that's beautiful, beautiful. That's exactly what we were looking for in terms of our conquest. We were looking for things like that. So even though we did spend a little bit of gold, we ended up coming out ahead.
Reporting in.
There's been a harvest of rice. We've gained almost 12,000 provisions from our people. Nobunaga Oda has apparently grown stronger. Very good. Wow, he gained leadership, valor, and intellect. Tsutsui's clan is now in awe, and the Takato clan is now in awe. What else do we have here? Okay, Hidesada Hayashi gained some skill. Good. Adjacent bases grow due to road improvement. Nobuhida gained leadership and intellect. You seem like you gained skill really fast in this game. A lot faster than I thought it was going to be. Okay. Very good. So, subjugated Nagashima Castle. Good, 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 good. Okay, so he's still got his 1,000 men over here hanging around. He's got these guys here. I don't really know what his... What's your game here, brother? What are you thinking? What are you thinking about? So where are those people that are in awe of us? Hopefully they're close. So we got in awe here, in awe here. Ooh, good, good. And these guys are also in awe. I like it when they're in awe. Makes me feel good. Okay, so we are going to... so we got a merchant with some more treasures. He's got a water plantain. It's apparently weapons, but I've never seen a plantain wielded as a weapon. It's just kind of a funny banana. And the Ashiya teapot, used for the tea ceremony, of course. Okay, what about you know, what you got going on here? Yeah, no thanks. So, all right, so we're basically back up to the supplies that we were at before going to war. And before selling some of these supplies that we had. Which is good. It's good. I'd like to have supplies. Okay. We are, I think, going to have to send somebody down here to Nagashima Castle. To be the overseer. So we're going to want to transfer an officer to Nagashima. And probably going to send them from Nagoya? Maybe? Who could we send? Well, we don't want to send Oda, I don't think. And we want to keep this guy around. We could send Sadakatsu Murai. We could send him. That is true. Not a very good leader, though. Might be better. The only problem with sending Morishige Sakuma is that while his leadership, his valor, and his int are decent, his political ability blows goats. And meaning that whenever we develop, he's not going to have a whole lot of effect. What do we have here in Shobata? Well, we have Nobumitsu Oda, who is a little bit more balanced than that guy is, with a little bit more political ability. And also he is an Oda, So there is that as well. I think we're going to use him. I'm going to send him down there. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Confirm? Aha, okay. So he'll be there next month. We're probably still going to want... I think we're probably still going to want to develop there, even though we don't have an overseer. I'm thinking. I'm really thinking that we need to get our conscripts up down there ASAP. Because at the moment we're in a bit of a weak... We're in a bit of a weak position. Okay. I think my course of action here, since this guy is like kind of like rattling his sabers, I think I'm going to beef up a little bit. Now Narumi's getting pretty close to cap. We're probably going to have to invest in some supplies pretty soon. Okay, and that leaves us with 3 labor. So what should we do now? Well, we're still well within the 4 years on our quest. We have 3 labor, which means we could improve a road. That could be good. Like we could improve this up to a 4. So that we could get faster. Ideally, what I'm thinking is we want to have a 4 here, a 4 here, a 4 here, and a 4 here. So that basically we have a ring of very fast transit. I mean, we could take these up to 5, which would be good too. But I'm thinking, let's go ahead and get this up to 4. I'm not so worried about getting this up just yet because, like, I don't really see a whole lot of benefit between having this set up this way just yet. The main thing with the roads is like I want to have the roads developed as well as I can so that if for some reason these guys do decide that they want to get froggy and they want to come down here to Shibata or Nagashima, that we can reinforce quickly is what I'm thinking. That's my thinking. It could be incorrect. I don't know. Let's see. I'm just gonna put myself on it. I'm not doing anything else. So, and that looks like that's probably going to be the extent of what we're going to do. Maybe it would be a good time for us to hit up. I know that we saw that. Yeah, Dosan Saito up here. Okay, he's not in the red anymore. Whoa, so he's not even... it's a different one. It's Hironari Hineno. Hinino? He's not really that good, but I mean, still, he's an officer. So, what's his trait? None. Okay, so he's just average Joe Hinino, apparently. What about up here? Itetsu Inaba. So when we looked up there before, Dosan Saito, who actually was really good, was kind of in the area where we could try to entice him, but he is not anymore. But still, that's something we might want to do. We might want to try to get some of his people away from him, to weaken him further, to dissuade him from any shenanigans. Okay, let's advance to the active phase and see what these guys, these chuckleheads do. Okay, so it looks like they just based back up. Yeah, he went to Ogaki, and yeah, they just based right back up. So it may have been a situation where they saw our massing of troops and they got a little bit scared, and they just wanted to take some evasive maneuvers. So
here's last month's balance.
Okay, so we made 300, almost 400 gold. Good.
Reporting in.
Masahida got some improvements. Very good. Looking through here for interesting things. Road improvements are done. Good. Horses increased at Heizen Kashima Castle. 12 months left in alliance with Nagano Kudo clan. Oh yeah, those were the guys, I think, to the east that buddied up to us like turn 3. So his political ability went up. Excellent. Very good. Okay, so now it's October. We're up to 13 labor, which is good. And now we should have, we should have an overseer down here. Nobumitsu Oda. So that should help us, and there I go hitting escape again. Fantastic. Good job, nerd. Okay, what do we want to do now? Well, of course we're going to develop, because that's what we do every turn. So we're going to keep developing. I like the smiling face. So 61, 61, 61, 52. So they're not as happy, but they will be. They'll eventually see that I'm a benevolent ruler. Okay. Let us... I need to plug back in something real quick like. I think we're going to kind of just be alternating between crops and crafts. That's what I think where I think we're going to go with this. Or I'm sorry, crops and conscripts, not crafts. Our income has went up a good amount. So let's go ahead and let's see. I think we did conscripts last turn. Let's keep on doing conscripts until we get pretty close to the cap. So he's like, oh, I built some crafts. See that they're getting close to the cap down there. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it went up much, but it's basically doubled. Having the overseer there doubled it, even with his crap political ability, which is he is definitely crap, but that's okay. He's blood. All right, so we have 5 labor left to play with. 5 labor to upgrade base structures. So, well, let's see. So we built the fishery here. There's no resources that we know of in the military district. We might want to survey that, I guess, first. What about at Nagoya? What can we do at Nagoya? Okay, so yeah, now we can go into here. In the agriculture district, there's a fountain. So let's take a look at that and see what the fountain. So a fountain would open up the reservoir for us. We'd have to build the canals first, and then we could build a reservoir, which would make the district more suitable for crops, reduces damage from famine, which to me sounds good, especially if this is going to be like our capital city. Improvements depot? Does that mean it takes a depot too? Or does it turn it into a depot? I don't know, guys. We'll see. I think let's head that direction. How about that? Let's head that direction, okay? Just to see what would happen. Okay, so we can use let's use interesting. So one of these traits, statesman and minister, let's see. So he's a statesman. Occasionally labor needed for infrastructure tasks decreases. Okay. So that might mean that it might use less labor. Whereas he's a minister. Occasionally labor, okay, greatly decreases. Okay, so basically it's the same trait. Kind of, sort of. It's the same type of trait. It's just a higher tier. The minister is a higher tier up. So that would be the one that we want to use. We'll just use ourselves then. It's going to cost us 1,000 gold, but I think that's okay. 1,000 koku, but it's going to boost our max agriculture up by quite a bit, which will in turn allow us to develop more crops, which lets us have a higher conscript cap. So that sounds good to me. All right, next turn. So where are we going from here? What's our next play? Well, we still want to kind of throw a monkey wrench with these clans down here that are kind of with these guys. It looks like they're not allying up with anybody, which is good. And I think we were also thinking about trying to maybe forge an alliance with another clan. Time to begin this month's council.
Here's last month's balance.
Okay, so we were in the red by about 200, but that's okay. We're kind of treading water. So nothing really big to report. The canals were finished. Very good. Okay. But kind of what I was, to build on what I was talking about, was like since we know we're going to be going to battle with these guys, right? And they've got 2 allies. These guys are allies and these guys are allies. But if the allies are not up to a certain level of trust, they will not back them in a battle. So at this point, neither of those guys, if I'm understanding it correctly, would come in on a battle, and that's what we're wanting to do. We want to take it to these guys before they can develop any sort of rapport. Ooh, and there's even another castle here that I need to check out. Maybe that's like their home base. Anyways, up in the mountains too. Ooh, talk about fortification. So we were kind of thinking about trying to forge an alliance with one of these bigger clans to get them in on us. Who we have an alliance with? Okay, these guys. Yes, these guys. The Nagano Kudo. So they're kind of on the other side. We could try to improve the trust with them. But what I would rather do is I would rather try to improve trust with somebody who is around here. I mean, I guess they kind of are. Can they just come across like over here? Because that would be okay. But like these guys right here, Imagawa clan, they're not going to do anything with us. They're not going to do anything with us because they're hostile towards us right now. The Takato clan, we could maybe get them in on it, but the problem with that is, how could they get to us? Well, actually, that might work because they could come down here to Nagashino, and they could assault Nagashino. And they are already in awe of us. Interesting. Okay, that's a thought. And they are close enough to kind of affect it. We might look at doing something here with the Takato clan. I don't really see any other way that we can kind of expand out at this point. The Nagashima, thank you so much for that tip. That was a great tip on the Nagashima. You know, great confirmation of something that kind of, I think it did kick around in my mind at one time, except I was thinking more about, like, I think allying them, but conquering them, I think, was even better. Even better. So these guys they're pretty weak, but they're allied with us right now. They probably buddied up with us because they're like, well, we don't want to get eaten. Because we could have ate them. They'd have no other allies. So we could let this alliance burn off with them and then maybe take them. It might be, maybe we should scout them out and see what they got. See what they have. And then work on an alliance with these guys. Because we're not going to go all the way over here to get at these guys. He's already in awe of us. They're cautious of our influence. So it would probably be pretty easy for us to buddy up to them. But since they only have 2 castles, I'm not exactly sure how many soldiers they could bring in with them. But ideas are good. Thinking is good. Planning this stuff out is good. Okay, so let's do our development. Alright, so we'll just keep on with the conscripts basically until we just can't support them anymore. Like this base probably is not going to be able to take another conscripts. We're going to have to bump crops. start bumping crops and figure out a way to get the conscripts up. I think it's through improving different districts is how we would get that cap to go up. Man, this is just like pulling teeth with this guy. He just sucks. He just sucks. We could put the the other guy in charge. I like having him around to do stuff for me. But I guess since I'm doing a lot of stuff anyways, I don't know. It's things I have to think about. Like, I wouldn't mind having that guy in charge of a place that was, like, more developed, I guess. But, like, since we're trying to kind of boost Nagashima up, it's kind of, he's making it hard on me, I guess is what I could say. All right, 5 labor left, 4,100 gold. Let's see, add a facility. So, I think this was the place that was near to cap. So we do have a military district here. Doesn't have any resources. If we click on this, what can we do here? So we could do a drill grounds, which would make the district slightly more suitable for conscripts. So it would boost our max. A theater would give us gold income, population increases quickly, and then it would lead into the no theater. A garden makes adjacent districts suitable for conscripts. Popularity recovers more quickly. Maximum population increases effectiveness of blockades by affiliated units. And that leads to a Hachimangu. Maximum popularity greatly increases. And then church, which we can't even build. Can't even build the church. So I don't know. So, like, what this does... If we built this... If we built this here, what it would do is it would make the adjacent districts suitable for conscripts, which I'm thinking would also have the effect of boosting the maximum. Which right now, our adjacent districts are not very suitable for conscripts, and popularity recovers more quickly. However, this would just make this district more suitable for conscripts. But I don't think I think the wise path for building facility upgrades is to scout the area first to make sure there aren't any hidden resources. Like what we did in Nagoya. We scouted to see if we had any hidden resources. Okay, so why don't we... We don't want to add a facility. Upgrading base structures could be good. Could be good. I really do like improving roads. Surveying doesn't take any labor, so let's go ahead. Let's survey Narumi. Let's go ahead and survey Narumi. It costs 300 gold. I think it's completely worth it. And let's put Nobuhida on it. And then we will improve roads again. And I want to go ahead and I think I want to get this set up with some 5 action. I want to 5 this. And I know this is going to cost 1,600 gold, but my thinking is it's the maximum amount of road upgrades that we can do with the labor that we have. It's the maximum amount of road work that we can do, and it's going to cost. It doesn't cost like exponentially more. Yeah, so basically the limiting factor here is the labor. I can improve it piecemeal, or I can do everything that I want to do now and use that labor in a different turn, is what I'm thinking. So let's confirm it. And we're going to use Sadakatsu. It's going to take 76, so it's going to take a little bit under 3 months. But I think that's worth. Well, actually, no. Because that labor will carry over. So that just completely negates my whole argument. Forget I even said all that. Okay, well that's good. Let's go our next turn. Okay, so we are improving roads. The Aki clan was eliminated by the Chosokabe clan.
Let us begin the meeting.
Okay, yeah, let's begin the
Here's
council.
last month's
Okay, so we did spend a lot, but we did make some money back. That's good.
reporting in.
Okay, there was a secret path near Narumi Castle. I'll make it usable for all of us. Nobumitsu apparently has grown, which is good because he's kind of crappy. Okay, Sadakatsu gained some political ability. Good. Good. Hidden path found from Okihazama to Furuwatari. And Nobumitsu gained political ability, leadership, and valor. Good, 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 good. Yeah, raise that political score, please. So what does that secret path do for us? What does it do for us? Let's take a look. What's this? Use 8 labor to change a district. Interesting. Secret path. We have a secret path. I guess it... It didn't really... I don't know. Where can I see the secret path? Create a new province. Maybe I can look up here in the help. Command. Infrastructure. Investigate. We already looked at those though. Let's see. Okay, well I'm just gonna hidden paths by resources. Huh? Doesn't really tell you. I'm just guessing that the hidden path. Is a way to get from point A to point B. Let me look at the log. Where's the log? Hidden path found from Okihazama to Furuwatari. Okay. What's Where's Okihazama? Okay, so here's Okihazama. Where's Furuwatari? Okay, so did it add this path? Was that not there before? It's kind of like a back road or something. I don't know. It's interesting. Interesting. Adds a just another layer to the complexity that could come into play in combat. You know, there could be secret paths that your enemy knows from city to city or from village to village, and you know, you could be looking at the map and I'm like, well, they can't, you know, like earlier I was talking about how I wasn't too worried about them getting to Shibata because, you know, of the way the roads were set up. But what if there was like a secret path to Shibata, you know, from here to here? I don't know. Probably isn't, but there could be. And then I reposition my troops and they're all out of order, and then they just say, well, we have a secret path. We're just going to come right over at you, and I'm not ready. And okay, let's go ahead and do the development. Looks like we have some merchants we need to check in on. So 3 districts, 3 districts, 5 districts, 3 districts. Conscripts. Conscripts. Yeah, so that would max it out. Let's do crops instead. That leaves us with 2 labor, so not really enough to do anything with. What do you got?
What would you like?
Okay, so it looks like the price on supplies is pretty good right now. 20.5. So we could sell some supplies, which I think I'll do that. I'll just sell like 2,000 like we did last time. Make a little bit of
Thank you very
extra
much.
koku. And let's use that extra money to survey. So I want to get the surveying out of the way. So let's survey Shobata, and we'll use Nobuhida again. Sounds good to me. Okay, so that is going to conclude this episode of our Let's Play. In our next episode, we will continue to develop here our 4 castles, and we're going to go ahead and we'll survey Nagashima, I'm thinking, and yeah, I don't know. We'll see what else we can do. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Game on.